also two market structure, namely monopolistic competition and oligopoly. As JD said earlier, regarding the monopolistic competition, my report is about oligopoly. But what is oligopoly? There are three concepts regarding
4, 3, 2, 1.
The first thing you should know about oligopoly is that the monopolistic force is dominant than the competitive force. Second, there are only few sellers. The last concept is that they can control over price, but they are mutually interdependent.
To gain further insight into oligopolistic pricing and output behavior, we will examine three distinct pricing models. The first one is the peak demand curve, the second is collusive pricing, and the third one is price leadership. To make this more clear, let's imagine to react to all the price changes. And since they have identical cost data and the same demand and the marginal revenue curve, we can say that each graph represents the position of each of our three oligopolistic firms. If oligopolistic firms face identical or highly similar demand and cost conditions, they may collude to limit their joint output and to set a single common price. Thus, each firm acts as if it were a pure monopoly, setting output at equal zero and charging price equal zero. This price and output combination maximizes its oligopoly structure and thus their combined or joint profit.
Price leadership model. Usually, the largest or the most efficient in the industry automatically follows the leader. Leadership tactics. An examination of price leadership in a variety of industries suggests that the following price leaders should observe the following tactics. Infrequent price changes. Communication. Limit price. Price war. What are the positive and the negative effects of advertising?
Filipino activists take a hard stance over skyrocketing oil prices and runaway inflation. As pump prices soar to new heights, so does the frustration of Manila residents. Let's take a look.
Dozens of young activists rallied in front of an oil refinery's Manila headquarters today, protesting the rise in fuel costs and condemning the government for failing to stop inflation. Activists from Anakabayan Nation's Youth staged the protest on the same day public transport fares were raised.